What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal, Viral Gang? As always, it's your host that do the most, Mr. Viral himself, aka the villain, because they hate me for my opinion. Back in the building. And I had to do that one time for the haters, you feel me? Because I know they coming, so you gotta womp to the haters. Come on, word to the Viral Gang. Shout out to the Viral Gang, man. What's up with y'all, man? We in the building tonight, man. What's going on? We got to do some talking, man. I heard your boy Drake got some cryptic messages on this album. I'm hearing a lot of backlash to Kevin Hart regarding to his roasts and George Floyd joke. And we got to talk about this West Coast media hate. Somebody sent me a clip of Adam 22 using Chud's chimping out slang, and they wanted to hear my take on that. So while I give the algorithm some time to let people know that I'm live, we can get to it, man. The viral way. Y'all know what's going on. Bang.
Whoa, look, it's time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac 2. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Whoa, baby said she needed now, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classic. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey, we about to go viral.
Hit the like button when you in here, man. Like the video, hype the video, leave a comment. Tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like. Now let's get into it, man. We got to address this West Coast media hate train that I'm seeing growing online. Now, I will come out here and admit that a lot of West Coast platforms are biased. A lot of West Coast platforms chose their sides in this Drake versus Kendrick beef. But not all West Coast platforms are biased. Not all West Coast platforms are picking sides. Some of us out here keeping it 100. Our platform being one of them. Long Beach, California. Zero biasness coming from the viral way, at least from Mr. Viral himself. And what I'm noticing is people in the media from other coasts and online are using the Drake versus Kendrick beef and the few biased West Coast platforms that's out here, and they're using that to disguise and mask their hate for the West Coast, because that's what's really going on. All these other coasts are still mad and upset at what happened back in the 90s when Tupac and Death Row was running the game, when Suge was stomping over the buildings, when your favorite rapper and athletes came out to the West Coast and got stripped, when they themselves came out to the West Coast to gangland and got stripped and couldn't come out here and wear their favorite hats or wear their favorite colors. People still got PTSD from the West Coast back in the 90s and the early 2000s. So now they are exuding that hate online to the point where once they find out any media personalities from the West Coast, they automatically discard their opinion on anything. Oh, you West Coast dudes is out of touch. All the West Coast being biased, all the West Coast low IQ, all they know is gang banging, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. We know what the fuck is really going on, man. We know y'all got PTSD out there. We know y'all still mad about the 90s and y'all hating. Y'all got to let that go. Y'all got to let that hate out your heart. Just because someone from the West Coast has a difference of opinion than you and your coast does not mean they're automatically biased. Just because someone from the West says they don't like Drake's album or his music or Drake himself does not mean they're biased. The same way, if you don't like Kendrick, you don't like his music, or you don't like Kendrick as a person from what you've seen, that don't mean that you're biased. People just like what they like and they rock with what they rock with. But the West Coast hate, that shit gotta stop. I'm addressing it. Just know that we see what the fuck is going on out there, man. Y'all not slick. Y'all trying to mask y'all hate and say that we giving biased takes. No, y'all biased. Y'all mad we got the best motherfucking weather out here in the world. And I'm talking to the haters right now. It's summertime all year round out here on the West Coast. You can go surfing on Christmas Day. They mad about that. The best motherfucking weed in the world. They mad about that. Some of the baddest women in the world. They're mad about that. The only place in the world you can go to the beach, you can go to the desert, you can go to the mountains and the forest in the same day. They're mad about that. A lot of places who are commenting and calling West Coast biased, they don't have none of that. They're upset. They're jealous of the weather. They're jealous of the women. They're jealous of the lifestyle. That's what is going on. The West Coast ain't biased. The West Coast just do what everybody else do. They holding their hometown down. When you go to Atlanta, Atlanta is going to rep for the Atlanta artists. Nobody says they're biased. Everybody gave them props and said, oh, yeah, Atlanta, y'all need to get like Atlanta, man. Atlanta hold each other down. It don't matter who come out the South. The South rep for the South. Everybody, including the West Coast, gave them props for that. Before the Young Thug case happened and we saw Atlanta was really beefing behind the scenes, everybody gave Atlanta props for sticking together. When the East Coast was sticking together, before 50 came on the scene and split the East Coast down the middle, everybody gave the East Coast props. When the East Coast was repping Biggie, knowing that Tupac was better, but they still got on these cameras and lied and said Big was better, nobody got mad at them for that. We said they doing what they supposed to do. They repping their hometown. When Chicago, when Twister hit the scene, Kanye hit the scene, I mean, you name it, Common, when they was repping their artist, Chief Keef and the drill movement, nobody said, oh, it's Chicago bias. Niggas was like, oh, yeah, that's the Chicago niggas, man. They repping their hometown. Why, when the West Coast want to rep for the West Coast, is bias? Why, when the West Coast does what every other coast does and reps their home team, is bias? Now it's unfair. You know why? Because the West Coast been winning for so long, they want to see us lose. They want to see us lose by any means possible. Even if they hate, because that's what it really be. They be biased. Anything West Coast, they're anti. You come out to the West Coast, we play everybody music. If your shit hot, the West playing it. When the East Coast was hot, the West Coast was playing 50. We was playing Nas, Jay, you name it. Mobb Deep. When the South was hot, we playing Outkast, we playing Jeezy, we playing Plies, we playing everybody that's hot. Wayne, no bias, no hate. Chicago was hot, we was playing Chief Keef, we was playing Lil JoJo, we was playing Lil Durk. You name it, from any coast. But when you go to these coasts and these states, they don't be playing the West Coast. You can read the comments online. Oh, the West Coast don't get no play out here. Niggas be hating. You go down south, they're not playing the West like that. Oh, Kendrick don't get no play down here. Go down south, same thing. Oh, man, we playing Drake. We ain't playing Kendrick. So it seems to me everybody else is being biased. See, I came out and I called out the bullshit biasness that I seen from niggas out here. I seen DJ Head being biased. I said that was bullshit. Y'all know them other platforms that are connected to TDE is going to be biased automatically. So it wasn't even no need for me speaking on them. But there's no way y'all watch the motherfucking viral way and say the West Coast is biased. No. Do the homie Show have a Kendrick bias? Yeah, he probably do. But he also said Drake music ain't for him. So that's cool. Messiah, he said he's rocking with Kendrick over Drake, but he listens to Drake. He just don't like the new Drake. That don't mean he biased. That just mean he not fucking with it. Me and Kali on the same motherfucking platform said we rocking with the new Drake album. But for some reason, the whole motherfucking internet only hears when the bros say they not rocking with the Drake album. Oh, see, that's that biasness. That's the West Coast bias. Oh, but y'all didn't hear me and Kali say the album was cool. Y'all only heard selectively when Messiah, Rod, and Schultz said the album wasn't cool. Like, come on, bro. Y'all think we don't notice this shit? We can clearly see what's going on. It's clear West Coast hate and jealousy going on. Somebody said Florida got better weather and better bitches. Are you crazy out of your mind? Miami is the #1 spot for the fakest bitches in the world. All BBL ridden prostitutes. Miami weather is hot, sunny, but it's also humid. When you go outside, your glasses fog up. And I love Miami. Don't get it fucked up. I love Miami. But y'all not fucking with the coast, bro. Stop it. Not happening, bro. Trust me. I need to get a condo in Miami because it's something like sex and drugs and dopamine in the air when you get off the plane in Miami. When you're riding down Collins and you got the top drop. It ain't no feeling like that. You feel me? So shout out to Miami. But y'all not fucking with the coast, cuz we drop the top, ride down PCH and get the same feeling. Minus all the humidity. But I will say, the West Coast hate got to stop. Y'all got to get that hate out your heart, cuz that's just basically what it is. And that's coming from Mr. Viral himself. Long Beach's own. I got us. Definitely repping for the coast, but I definitely keep it 100. I give the East Coast they props. I give the Midwest they props. I give down South they props. I give the East Coast, you name it. Y'all gonna start giving us our respect and our props where it's due. If y'all don't fuck with the biased podcasters and the biased platforms, call them niggas out. Don't blanket the entire coast behind some goofies because we don't even rock with them goofy niggas that y'all be calling out. We don't fuck with them niggas either. We be the first to tell you, man, them niggas goofy. They don't represent all of us. That's why we let it be known. Hey, we from Long Beach, bro. We don't control what they do over there in LA. We don't control what they do in Compton. We don't control what they do in Watts. I don't know. I'm speaking for Long Beach. I'm speaking for the West Coast, but it's a difference. We on our own island over here. We do things a little bit different over here. So if you see some goofy shit going on a different island, do not blanket Viral Way Podcast with that. Straight up. And fix your hearing too. All the selective hearing and only hearing things you want to be outraged by. Y'all got to stop that too. Y'all got to stop the selective outrage. What I'm noticing now when people listen to content, they're not listening to understand. They're not listening to learn. They're listening to hear something that offends them so they can jump in the comments and say how dumb you are, how trash your content is, or how wrong your take is. I don't know when they started that. It's like the generation of the motherfucking haters. When I watch content, I'm watching motherfuckers I rock with it. Man, I want to learn something. I want to be entertained. I want to hear something I like, something I can vibe to, something I can relate to. I'm not listening to be a fucking hater. Since when was it cool to be a hater? This internet shit made it cool for people to be haters, and it never was cool to be a hater. I'm from the generation where if you hated something or somebody, you told them to their face what you hated. We used to roast motherfuckers in school. We roasted people in real life. We didn't troll online. You came outside with a bullshit outfit on, we on your helmet. As soon as we see you. You do some fuck shit, we calling you out in person as soon as we see you. We're not jumping behind a fake account with a motherfucking fake profile pic to hate comfortably from the house. The internet made it cool for niggas to hate. When hating was never cool. Jealousy was never cool. That's a female trait. A female see another female walking that's better than her and look, that bitch ain't that bad. Oh, I could probably take her, nigga. That's what bitches do. Niggas see somebody doing better than them and tip their hat. Ask them for some advice. Hey, bro, what you do? Oh, damn, yeah, can I pick your brain? Like, woo, woo, nigga, I'm trying to get in this lane. That's what niggas do. Because we know what it takes to get to success, of how hard it is to reach success. So when we see it, we tip our hat. The West Coast got the reputation that it got for a reason. It was earned. Whether the West is in its glory days or past their glory days, regardless of the fact, it's earned out here. And the hating ain't gonna change the history. It just make motherfuckers look bitter. It make you look like a biatch. It make you look like a sensitive biatch. Straight up. Give props where it's due. The West Coast influences the world, period. The most influential in the world, period. And it ain't stopped, and it ain't gonna stop. And hating is not gonna change that, bro. Tip your motherfucking hat to the ones who deserve it. To the goofies, put them on goofy time. They on Goofy Island. Fuck them niggas. They don't represent us and they don't speak for the culture. They speak for the goofies. They on goofy time. But don't put the real in line with them. Nigga, we don't match up with them. We got nothing to do with the goofies. But yeah, next topic I wanted to touch on, or should I say the people wanted me to touch on. We got to talk about this Kevin Hart backlash, right? So Kevin Hart, he had his roast on Netflix. And it didn't go the way we all thought it was going to go. First of all, y'all know Kevin Hart is super mega Hollywooded out. This ain't the Kevin Hart from I forget the movie, Paper Soldiers. This ain't Paper Soldiers Kevin Hart. He's long removed from the hood, from the ghetto. So it wasn't going to be that type of roast. It was Netflix. It was Kevin Hart production, his whole image and his whole empire he built behind that. So it had to appeal to all races, all crowds, all walks of life. And that's what they tried to do. The problem is black people, black culture became the butt of the jokes all night. And as someone who was quote unquote not hosting the roast, but hosting the roast because the roast is about him, a lot of people felt like he should have spoke up for niggas. But Kevin Hart's a comedian, and he sees things through a different lens than you and I. Kevin Hart, millionaire, damn near billionaire. He's in rooms with all type of different walks of life. He's living a different life. He's touched a different level of success that most will never touch in life. So things that the average Joe is offended by, he may not be offended by because he's too rich and wealthy and famous and successful to care. You know, when you in the hood, you mad about everything. Everything tick you off. If you ever been out of the hood, like you came from the hood and then got successful, you go back to the hood and the homies that's still there mad about shit, you like, nigga, why are you even mad about this shit? This shit don't even matter, nigga. We just came from Miami, Collins, with bad bitches. We was just in the DR. We was just in Colombia. We was just in Thailand. Your whole frame of mind changes as you experience different levels of success, different walks of life. He's experienced that shit times 1,000,000,000. So what offends you may not offend him. Now we got that out the way. The joke that, who had said the joke? The damn Tony Hitchcliffe says some George Floyd is probably looking up at us, laughing to the point where he can't breathe, something like that. And people was like, what you mean looking up at us? So you saying he's down there in hell? And then he made the can't breathe joke. Now, people were saying he crossed the line, but a lot of deceased people caught strays and jokes that night, including Kevin Hart's mother, who I believe is deceased. And his father caught jokes too. I don't know if his father is deceased, but I think his mother is. And he had to eat those jokes and laugh at them. And his name, his business, everything is on the line. He can't just have a nigga moment and crash out. But I will say, he for sure should have fired some jokes back at they people. Because Charlie Kirk caught a joke too. And if you're going to laugh at the Charlie Kirk joke, you got to laugh at the George Floyd joke. I mean, you don't have to, but what's good for the geese, good for the gander. You can't cry about a George Floyd joke, but then be like, oh yeah, Charlie Kirk joke, ha, ha, ha. Now, people saying the whole event seemed like one big humiliation ritual. You had The Rock up there doing some gay shit. It just was weird. You had Cat Williams come, surprisingly, and he just told the truth. He just flat out told the truth, and everybody laughed like he was joking, but the nigga wasn't joking. He said, I'm the only one in here with a soul. And he said exactly how he felt about Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart pieced it up with him. I felt he had to do that. He couldn't just leave it up in the air and let Cat walk off. He had to steal the moment back. But overall, why don't they ever make those type of jokes that they made about black people, black culture? Why they never make them about the tiny hats and the tiny hat culture? Why is every freedom of speech joke or freedom of speech language at the detriment of black people and the black culture? Why is racism to black people the pipeline of freedom of speech? That needs to be studied. For some reason, every culture thinks, oh, we're gonna exercise our freedom of speech, so we're gonna say the N-word. Where did this trend come from? I know why they do it. It's rage bait and it makes money. Black people are the easiest people to offend because black people have went through the most turmoil in history, period. We've been through the most turmoil. I don't give a fuck. You want to say every other race was enslaved? Not like niggas, period. Show me a COINTELPRO for any of these other races that you want to say, oh, we was enslaved for a short amount of time too. Show me a COINTELPRO where the CIA and the government designates billions of dollars to watch your community and to put a roadblock in every piece of progress that your community does. Show me where the United States government dropped a bomb in the middle of anybody else's neighborhoods that was prominent outside of black people. You're not going to find that. So shut the fuck up with the struggle Olympics. This ain't that. We know black people the most hated and the most loved and revered on the planet. That is what it is. Now, Kevin Hart definitely, in my opinion, should have stood up for niggas, but he came out and he spoke on this on the Breakfast Club, which he's catching a lot of backlash for this too. So I'm going to play the clip and y'all decide on how y'all feel about what Kevin Hart said. Is he right? Is he wrong? Let's walk it down. He had a couple clips from this too. Let me get it right. Let's see what Kev talking about here. Right there. He said, I spoke with the family. Not only did I speak with the family, I was there for the family when the tragedy actually happened. So when it counted, when the game was on 4th and inches, I was there. When a lot of people who complaining about the joke wasn't. Not only that, I'm pretty sure he called them behind the scenes and let them know, man, it's Hollywood. This is how this works. It's a roast. Everybody could get it. My dad, mom got it. Charlie Kirk got it. Everybody could get it. That is what it is. Cheryl Underwood, her dead husband got it. Everybody got it. Called Steven Jackson, told him the same thing. Man, you know how this go, man. The checks, the sponsors, this, it is what it is. You know I don't fuck with that shit. Man, you know how niggas do, bro. He's code switching. Since when do y'all get mad at people for code switching? I mean, I know we get mad for it, for people for doing that, but you do it. You go to work, you stomach all type of racial transgressions and microaggressions and disrespect that you wouldn't stomach on the street, but you do it for the sake of that job and that paycheck. Your boss say all type of disrespectful shit that I know if somebody's told you on the street, you'll slap the shit out of them. But for the sake of your job, you sit there, put on a smile, put on your best professional, jolly voice, and you code switch. So Kev is on the highest platform there is, Netflix, in the biggest moment, a roast, which you got to be damn near a legend to even get a roast, and he's code switching. We all know behind the scenes he probably don't fuck with this shit. But we all know this isn't black owned. We know who own this shit. It's the same people as the people that's up there telling them fucking jokes about George Floyd and about Cheryl Underwood's husband and everybody else. When all the black people said, man, this was a verbal comedic lynching of black culture and blah, blah, blah. Well, people, get a black Netflix going and let's throw our own people roast. Why do we sit back and wait on them to give us awards? Same with the Grammys. Y'all cry about the Grammys, but then we don't throw nothing for ourselves. So beggars can't be choosers. You cannot go to their award shows, everything that they put together, and then get mad about how they put it together. What you should do, or what we should do, if we that pissed off about it, throw our own roast. The same way we had Comic View, the same way we had Def Comedy Jam before we sold BET, and now BET has nothing to do with black people and they align with MAGA more than niggas. We should start throwing our own shit again. So was the joke distasteful? It depends on your perspective. Do you like dark humor or do you not? Are dead people off limits or are they not? Because it's celebrities who've been dead for a long time. And they the butt of a lot of jokes that the same people who are offended by the George Floyd joke laughed at that joke or will laugh at those jokes. Why? Because they've been dead a while. And, you know, as long as I said it's a time limit. Let me just say that. I said it's a time limit. It's a time span for a person to be dead, for the joke to be basically a green light to tell. If somebody just died, it's like, oh man, too soon. The wound's still hitting. The George Floyd shit is still hitting right now. Charlie Kirk just died. So I know they people was offended. We didn't give a fuck because we didn't fuck with Charlie Kirk. At least most of us didn't. So it was fuck him anyway. Niggas didn't care. But that George Floyd joke, y'all got to take the power back from that, bro. That is their ace in the hole. They think George Floyd represents the entire black race. Every single time they want to make a black person mad, you notice they go to two things, the N-word and George Floyd. How much power over you are you going to give these people? You can't get me mad with a George Floyd joke. Now, if you say the N-word in front of me, I'm going across your shit, period. Because it's not even so much as the word, it's the disrespect intended behind it. But you saying some George Floyd shit, bro, I don't even know George Floyd. Niggas die every day. I mean, prayers up to his family, condolences, not to be inconsiderate, but niggas die every day. I got homies that died. So you saying a George Floyd joke does absolutely nothing. Trust me. I see it in our comment section. When they want to troll us, first thing they do is talking some George Floyd shit. And I just be looking at these motherfuckers like, y'all dumb as hell. The joke was trash. It wasn't funny. He was trying to be edgy. And I think a lot of them do get to display their racism out in the open and hide behind the guise of comedy. Yeah, they do. And we know who they ain't never gonna tell a joke about because they own the damn network that they're telling the jokes on. So until black people get some ownership, we just gonna be complaining our motherfucking life away. And I do low-key agree with Kev when he said, I don't gotta explain myself, because nigga, I don't. What the fuck I gotta explain myself to you for? Matter of fact, explaining yourself is one of the worst things that you can do. Because even if you're correct, you explaining yourself makes you look guilty in the eyes of the people you're explaining yourself to. So you got to study like Socrates, and you got to study like I give y'all some gems of who to study, but you should never really explain yourself, especially to an audience of people who watch you anyway. What the fuck I'm explaining for? Y'all gonna watch my shit anyway. And I don't owe you an explanation. That is your outrage, not mine. See, people want you to justify and cater to their emotions and their outrage. Nigga, that's your emotions. Those are that's your outrage. I'm not outraged by what you outraged by. And if I am, I'm not going to act on it because he's in the position you're not. Now, if he get up there, go crazy on him, and lose sponsors, are you going to put those millions of dollars back in his pocket? Are you going to replace those sponsors that he's going to lose? See, this one thing I learned doing this content shit and standing up for black people, even though I'm going to always do it, period. That's just in me. Pause. That is what it is. I'm a Gemini and I got Black Panther blood in my DNA. So that is what it is. But that is a uphill, almost losing battle. Because the ones you're doing it for really don't appreciate it. They ain't going to back you up. Police come smoke you. They're not going to do nothing. Maybe hold up some signs, go back home. You go to jail, they're not going to fund together like the racists do and bail you out. They're going to be like, damn, man, that nigga dumb as hell. They're going to start calling you dumb. That's a part of the game, bro. Malcolm X, he died broke. Martin Luther King, they died broke, and a lot of people was calling them dumb for what they did, even though they were standing up for them. That's why one of my favorite movies, and I always reference on this show, is They Live. The reason I got these glasses on right now. If you go watch the movie They Live, the dude who was trying to expose the truth to everybody and help free everybody, he was met with resistance, even by his own friend. He had to physically fight his own friend to force him to put the glasses on to see the truth. And that's what happens when you get out here and you fight for black people. I'm gonna speak for black people because I'm black. When you get out here and you fight for black people, either they're gonna call you dumb, they're gonna tell you a million ways about how it's not gonna work. They want to play the victim Olympics, and it's a thankless job. And they will actually go against you for trying to free them from the matrix, from the oppressors, from whatever you want to call we up against. They will fight you for trying to free them. When I speak out against the racist Hispanics, whenever they do some shit out here on the West Coast, do you know that these other West Coast podcasters will outcast us for standing up for niggas and will make excuses for the racists? So Kev, I'm pretty sure he knows and sees that and says, that's not a fight I want to fight. Because what's the end game if y'all are not going to back me up and help with this fight? So everybody's killing him for this take. I low-key, I could feel.
I said, man, Kev, man, I was out at the comedy club, man.
There's a lot more clips I'm going to play. But as far as the point of him saying, why I got to explain myself, I mean, that's real shit. The people who fuck with you don't need an explanation. They fuck with you. And the people who don't rock with you, they'll never believe your explanation either. Anyways, they're just waiting for the explanation so they can find the holes in it, the faults in it, to pick it apart. So you explaining yourself is going to fall on deaf ears. They want you to explain, and then they're going to pick apart your explanation. You're better off just letting their imagination run wild, because whatever they think, you explaining is not going to change their mind. I'm pretty sure y'all all know this by now. Most people listen to respond, not listen to understand. And if they're outraged, they damn sure are not trying to understand. The only reason they want an explanation is because they want to humble you and they want to feel like they have power over you. Hey, you owe me an explanation. I'm offended by something that happened, or by something you did, or by something that you said. I feel you owe me to cater to my feelings. So they want to bring you down here. Nah, fuck you and your feelings. You'll get over it. I don't owe you a motherfucking thing. So they destroying Kev about that. But I will say, if it was me, I for sure gonna say something. I'm gonna pop a shot back. Oh, you can believe that. Trust me. Yeah, that's where we going with it. Okay, it's up. But see, I'm different than Kev. And also, I'm not in Kev's position. So I don't know what he has on the line and what he has to lose behind going up for niggas. Because let's think historically. Who has prospered going up for niggas? That's why a lot of people who we want to go up and, man, yeah, let's fight the system, man. You got the power to do it. Are we even going to back them if they stand out there and lose everything fighting the fight for us? History says, fuck no. We're going to look, laugh, call them dumb. And when they back down here with us or back down with the common folk going to be like, man, if I was in your position, I wouldn't have said a motherfucking thing. You dumb as hell. You had millions. You was worried about what the fuck our broadcaster was talking about. So it's really a no fucking, it's a no win, bro. It's never enough for people. Shout out Dave Chappelle. He knows how to get around that because he built his brand on that. So that's what's different. Kevin Hart built his brand differently than Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle built his brand on being edgy, pushing the boundaries, pushing the limits. Nobody's off limits. Oh, y'all said they off limits? They the first ones I'm gonna tell a joke about. So they gotta take that from Chappelle. Kev built his shit on being family friendly and nice and appealing to everybody. That goes against his brand. Niggas don't know Kevin was Patrice O'Neal understudy. He was made in dark comedy world. Man, listen, bro. We in a generation where people are too offended by everything. It don't matter what you do, somebody gonna be offended. Somebody probably offended I got a Long Beach hat on. Man, why you got a Long Beach hat on, not an LA hat? Long Beach is LA County. It's like they gonna find anything to be offended by. This is the generation where people just want to be offended. And if you go through life pleasing everybody, guess the one person you're not pleasing? Your damn self. Because half the people want you to go left, half the people want you to go right. But you want to go straight. So you can spend all your time going left to appease the left, not a right mad, then you go right to appease the right, not a left mad. But your dumb ass really want to go straight, and you the one that's gonna be mad at the end of the day. So it's better to appease yourself and be at war with the world than to please the world and be at war with yourself. Fuck it. Everybody just be mad. That's why when I came in this shit, I let niggas know from day one, it's the villain, because they hate me for my opinion. Period. I know the hate gonna come. Niggas hated Jesus. I know I don't stand a chance. Niggas will hate Jesus if you believe in that story. Yahshua, whatever you want to call him. They hated that man, and all he wanted was world peace. They hated Bob Marley. All he wanted was world peace. The most people who get the most hate are the truth tellers and the ones who don't want any conflict. They're hated. The ones who stand on their own beliefs, their own morals, they're hated the most, period. That's why I already knew, nigga, the villain, because they hate me for my opinion. I don't give a fuck if you rock with it or you don't. If you rock with it, I rock with you. Viral gang, tip my hat. You don't, hey, it is what it is. Nigga, I got my own mind, period. Straight the fuck up. But always remember, never explain yourself. Because the person who rock with you, they rock with you, period. They really don't need one. The people who don't, they're not going to believe your explanation anyway. They already got it made up in their mind. You're wrong. You're lying. And your explanation is not changing that. Word to Machiavelli. Study Machiavelli. That's why Tupac fucked with Machiavelli. A lot of wise words. What else is going on? I seen this Adam 22 clip everybody want me to talk about. I don't know why. Y'all know how he's rocking already. Matter of fact, before we get into that, we got to get into this Drake track. This Janice, shut the fuck up. Now, I'm hearing that this track was a secret diss track to Joe Budden. The internet did what the internet did, and they just pulled up some old footage of Joe Budden on his podcast saying basically his white name is Janice. He was asking everybody on the panel, hey, what's your white name? And he said, they gave me mine, Janice. And in the clip, he actually said, shut the fuck up. So if Drake made this song with this in mind, this shit is low-key genius and make the song even harder. Let me pull the clip up in case you ain't seen it. Now, this is chess. If this is true, this is chess at its highest level.
What's your white woman name? They gave me mine. It's Janice. I'm going to tell you.
Yo, you niggas is
shut
crazy.
the fuck up.
That's crazy. I'm going to play it one more
What's
time.
your white woman name? They gave me mine. It's Janice. I'm going to tell you.
Yo, you niggas is
shut
crazy.
the fuck up.
Hey, it get even crazier than that. Let me go to the gram, right?
What's your...
Because if y'all remember, Joe Budden was bombing on Drake back when Joe was still rapping. He was bombing on Drake. He dropped like 7 diss tracks back to back. Drake never answered once. As soon as Joe Budden retired and started podcasting, Drake started dissing. He even used Melissa Ford as a shot to Joe. And Joe said, look, man, don't use me to try to revive your career. I'm not beefing with a corpse. I'm not going back and forth with you and you ice cold. When I was rapping, you didn't want no smoke. Don't come looking for no smoke now. And on the Janice track, Drake says something about they saying I'm dead, tell them to dig me up. Something along those lines. Let me play that clip. So he's still taking shots at Joe Budden. We all know he did this Joey, but I didn't know Janice was the diss track. That shit is genius.
They gave me mine. It's Janice. I'm going to tell you.
Yo, you niggas is
shut
crazy.
the fuck up.
One eternity later.
Don't shoot at me now that you ice cold. I'm not doing a back and forth with a corpse.
Come on, man.
I'm not doing. I wanted to do it when you was lit. It was fun.
Many months later.
All right, this is Janice. Shut the fuck up.
This was the first miss for me. Huh? This was the first miss for me.
It's the second miss for me. It's cool.
It's not bad. It's just a miss, though.
It was a miss. This almost could have been on the Habidi or something.
Yeah,
Like
I didn't love the hook neither.
Oh, I like this hook. This is fire.
I don't think it should have been on
I ain't like no part of it.
album. I think it should have been on one of the others.
But I wasn't mad at this. But you're right. This don't need to be played.
3 days later.
Beep, baby.
That's great.
My Mercedes got the heat seats, baby. Now that shit is fine. Pull up on me. What is that see-through shirt? I get a sneak peek, baby. That shit is hard. That shit is hard.
Hook is amazing.
That shit is hard.
Verses. That's all.
Actually, fuck they talking about.
All summer long. Watch.
Super fun.
Your white
My
woman name.
shit came with.
They gave me mine. It's Janice.
And that is the coldest chess move right there. Listen. That is cold. Not only did he code the diss to the point where Joey forgot he said his white name was Janice, and he said, shut the fuck up in the clip. Then he said, I'm not arguing with a corpse. And in the hook, Drake is talking about they tried to bury me once. Like, bro, the whole thing pieced together is genius. And I just found this out today. I was already jamming to the song. But you know, I'm a battle rap fan. So the fact that he was able to put that together, I don't know if he did that on his own or his team was like, look, bro, you could take this angle. I don't know if they had the writers in the tent. Whoever put that together, nigga, I got to tip my hat. The fact that you had Joe Budden live bopping to a diss record about him, and he said, this is my favorite song on the album, and I'm playing this all summer. Unknowingly, he's playing a song dissing him without even knowing. It's crazy. That's fire. I'm sorry. Shout out to Drake for that one. That was fire. Now niggas saying, damn, that's a reach. It can be a reach, but it's a damn good one if it is, nigga. I'm sorry. I don't believe in coincidences, nigga. What are the odds Joe Budden has a clip saying, yeah, my white girl name is Janice? And he's a podcaster now. And the title of the song is Janice, Shut the Fuck Up. What are we talking about, bro? That's genius. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Tired of all y'all telling me what's real. Pussy I knowing is real. I think it was getting off. That Iceman been growing on me too, man. I've been playing that shit. That low key been my shit in the gym, low key, man. Drake was on there talking some talk, man. Every time you listen to it, it get a little better. I don't know if it's because I'm programming myself to like it, but Iceman got some shit on there, man. That Janice, shut the fuck up. You cannot hate on that. You cannot hate on that. I'm sorry. He got OJ Simpson legal team numbers. Facts. But yeah, man. I gotta go pick my daughter up. She just got out of practice. So I'm gonna skip that Adam 22 topic, but we can definitely come back and talk about it the next time I'm live. I don't know why. Y'all know Adam get down already. He don't believe in God. He let men fuck his wife for money. He'll do anything for the bread. Y'all know what he does. He gets the hardest, most reputable gang member content creators whose reputation he's hearing about in the streets, or Flacco or whoever. Lust telling him, oh yeah, this the guy. He get him in the room and he sees how much of the line he can cross before he gets checked, or sees if they're going to check him. Problem is, he's employing them, and just like you don't check your boss, they're not going to check their boss for the most part. It'll be a debate, but it'll be content, and he'll get paid either way. So yes, he's going to let some racist shit slip. because all white people inherently are racist. All of them. You get them mad enough, you're going to be the N-word with the hard ER. I don't care how cool they are. That just is what it is. So you already know that. But he is infatuated with black men, which is why he lets them fuck his wife. Like all races of men and women are infatuated with black people and the Mandingo. Pause. And that just is what it is. It's not going to stop. That been the formula. Y'all love it. Y'all react to it. It's rage bait content. That is what it is. It's no other way to put it. He said, he used chimping out on himself. And he said it was Chud-inspired lingo, meaning I'm pretty sure he liked Chud videos. I'm going to go on the record to say Adam probably was laughing at them shits. Just me being around Adam, and I don't know him like intricately, but I know him enough to know, yeah, that nigga was laughing at them videos. That's why he was using chimping out. That's just what it is. See, in our interview, he tried it. Go watch the interview we had with Adam 22. He said something about a monkey in the zoo, and I caught him. I said, man, what the fuck you say? He was like, oh, no. He cleaned it up. But I caught it. He thought it had went over our head. I don't think Messiah caught it in real time. But once I said it, it clicked. But he tried it. He never tried nothing like as disrespectful as I've seen him do to other people. But he throw little nuggets. And the more comfortable he gets with you, the bigger the nuggets get. They go from nuggets to boulders. And you're gonna be content. That like it's no reason of even getting offended or mad anymore. You know what it is, you know the formula, you know it's all for content. That is what it is. So every time y'all react and get, oh man, Adam did this, he won. He won, period. He's not an undercover racist. He's racist. Nigga, that is what it is. But does he help black people? I mean, yeah, he hires them. Now, is he using them? Of course. Just like they're using him. If you can't be used, you're useless. If you get misused, that's the problem. A lot of people let themselves get misused. So yes, he's going to use you for content. You better use him for what you can use him for. If not, that's your bad. But just know he's going to try to push a button. He's going to try to throw a nugget. He's going to cross some lines or see how much of a line he can cross. That is what it is. Like, he liked to do the gay jokes and shit. When we went up there, we like, look, bro, we really don't fuck with the gay jokes. I mean, everybody tells gay jokes. Black people, we do it differently. We do the pause, no homo shit. We don't do the white boy type of gay. They do gay different. They'll literally at a sleepover put their nuts and their dick and balls on your face and laugh about it. They do shit like that. We don't do that. We wait till you say some questionable shit or you do some questionable shit and we do the, oh, pause, no homo. Or, you know, niggas be acting like they don't do that. But if you play sports, nigga, every man inherently tells gay jokes. That's like it's like a masculine type of thing, like to poke at your buddy's masculinity, because, you know, that's like the no-go zone as a man. So white boys, they just do it a little different. Adam does it a little different. But it is what it is. He said chimping out. I seen I forget they said the Mexican Moose Man walked him down. I didn't watch the clip long enough to see. But if it took Moose Man to walk him down about black history, because somebody said something about he schooled him on blackface and black history, about black racism that black people had to endure, and it's 3 or 4 black hosts who didn't, that make us look bad, because y'all niggas should have been doing what he did. I should have been reading comments saying such and such walked him down, and it should have been a nigga, not a Hispanic Moose Man walking him down on the behalf of black people. Not saying that I'm mad that he did it. I'm mad that the niggas didn't do it. Spody Face was right there. I seen Spody Face was in the thumbnail. Like I said, I did not watch and listen to the clip. I did not listen to Munchie B's rebuttal. I didn't listen to Moose Man rebuttal. I mean, and I didn't listen to Spody Face rebuttal. So I don't know if they walked him down or not. I'm just reading majority of the comments was giving Moose Man props for walking them down. But yeah, y'all share, like, subscribe to the channel, man. I'm out of here, man. Viral way,